Hey, it's JC1424 once again with NASCAR 21 Vibration. Because that is the latest addition to this game with a 1.3.0 update. And I recently watched a video from someone that I somehow still have a lot of respect for. And they were dissecting and glorifying the fact the controller vibrates for several minutes on end. Whenever we've had that in every NASCAR console game since this game that came out in 1998. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. In this episode of our season, as Daryl Bubba Wallace Jr. and his number 23 DoorDash Yoder, we're going to Dover for the Dryden 400. It doesn't say Dover, but if you go to the calendar, you see right there, yeah, it says Dover. I'm going to have to move my face cam to show you that. That's a bunch of bull crap. And then we've got COTA coming up soon. I went to the inaugural Circuit of the Americas NASCAR race, but last episode raced at Darlington, and I think we finished third. We came to a restart in fifth, whenever the restart didn't even happen right because this game is broken. But yeah, with William Byron winning, he locks himself in the playoffs and pulls himself ahead of me because he's actually ahead of us in the regular standings. So we're still fifth there, but we're fourth here now. We're no longer third. And I don't think anyone's going to be touching Kyle Larson and Denny Hamlin, which is cool because that happened in reality. And you've got the settings. We're going to go with partly cloudy skies because I think overcast is a little depressing. And then 78 degrees because Truex is great at this track. I remember at one point he lapped like all but 4 cars in the field. He doesn't even drive the 78 car anymore, but he was driving whenever he did that. Difficulty, champion, just like we always do. And then medium steering assistance. I think at some tracks we'll be on extreme, just not very many. In some cases we'll be on veteran. I think we were on veteran at Bristol. But yeah, medium steering assistance. This track is already pretty tight, but whenever the tires get worn, it's a full-on extreme. But I guess once the tires get really worn, it helps me become kind of numb to how the car drives on fresh tires. So it'll take a bit for me to get a feel for it from the start, but I'll be fine later on. So let's look at these qualifying results. Last to first challenge for us. The times are at a margin of like 1.6 seconds to the lead. And our pole sitter is Denny Hamlin, the guy that is first in the standings right now. I was just looking at it, but and then William Byron, who just won the last race, he's second. So even though we are actually having qualifying sessions, they're still kind of coming in order that's based off the last race. I doubt it's actually going that way, though.
Drivers are ready, cars are gridded, and the fans are excited for the command. Now, let's go trackside to get the Dryden 400 started.
That is the McDonald's car. I had no way of knowing that we were actually going to be using it today. Because usually they just force me to drive the DoorDash car all the time. I still can't pick what car I'm driving. I would have driven this ages ago. I would have driven this at Phoenix, where I was supposed to. And I forgot we were even supposed to be using this here. I'm going to put on the loosest damn thing possible, and it's probably not going to make a difference, but I feel the need to do that. Yeah, and this guy's still dressed in DoorDash clothing, even though we got McDonald's. So, can we take the Mickey D's car to victory lane in one of the only opportunities that we get to actually use it? I hope so. Okay. I just remember practicing racing here in the same car because, I always drive this car because I never get to it in the career mode. Well, we finally do. But I just remember being extremely tight and having to be very patient with how I make my passes. They slow down off of turn 2. And then they're pretty much faster than me in 3 and 4. So, yeah, the controller vibrates at the touch of everything now. I mean, I already said it, but yes, it does at freaking anything, and sometimes it does it too much. Like, you could be rubbing up against a car and it feels the need to constantly vibrate as if it's really that rigid of contact. Sure, whenever you first hit something, it should be alive. Whenever you're rubbing something like a car, they kind of have smooth surfaces. I think it would make sense if it was the wall or we were flipping on the ground. But, it comes to just sliding up against a car. No, not really. We're up to 38. Let out the gas, then get back on. It's so hard to finish a corner whenever I got cars on my outside, but that's a NASCAR thing. You have so much less track to work with. That's what makes passing so much more difficult. Oh my god. I mean, I've gotten used to how this controller vibrates practicing racing here before recording this video. So, I know to stop touching cars so much because I'm going to feel it and it's going to annoy me. If I can pass these next few cars, I'll have an opportunity to actually just relax before having to pass a car every freaking corner again. And you can't pass cars two at the same time at a track like this. Like, that's not going to happen. You're going to run straight out of grip and not be able to get around the corner. I can pass one car at a time here. I think it's kind of good that they're spreading out. Like, you got Quint Houff that's getting hung off from the rest of the pack. But they don't entirely do it. When in reality, at Dover races, that is exactly what would happen. You know, you'd just be one car at a time. And then not really that much passing. You get that same run off of turn 2 every time. You clear them into turn 3. So right now it's easy to pass cars because you've got them fresh tires. We'll still be faster than them on, like, really, really, really worn tires, but not by much. I'm going to be struggling to use my advantage off of turn 2 and then losing everything in 3 and 4. Because we're not that much faster than them in 3 and 4. It's really just turn 2 right now. And also turn 1 because I throw it in there so hard and I can make it stick. But, yeah, that's not going to last for like the halfway point of the race. I did have a game-breaking caution whenever I was practicing here. It caused the race to go from 100 laps to like 208 or something. But then the game didn't even have me run all those laps. It just ended at 100 somehow. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I wasn't recording. I was just trying to get some practice. It's like, basically, the AI would keep on stopping at the restart. Like, the entire field would just park it, and then a caution would come out because no one's going anywhere. And we got stuck on lap 97. But the laps kept adding up on the other side, so it was like 97 out of 200, 97 out of 204, then 208. And I'm like, are we ever going to race? I was looping that for like 20 minutes straight. And then finally I was like, well, what if I pit? And I pit, and then they stopped being stupid. It was just kind of weird that it would add all these extra laps and then not have us run them. Ow! I hit the damn wall because it's Dover and you can't finish corners at Dover. I should probably just focus on weaving my way through all this traffic and let y'all once again enjoy the sights and sounds of NASCAR 21. The only thing that's good about the fucking game. this thing where I've made the pass and then I come off the corner and then lose the entire position right back because I'm lacking that much in grip comparison to them off of turn 4. But into turn 1, off of turn 2, into turn 3, like, I can hold my own, but damn, I lose almost all of that off of turn 4. If I get the angle just right, I don't lose all of it, but still, I practically have to lose some of it. But, we got Cole Custer. I'm not trying to wreck Daniel Suarez. I'm really just trying to take advantage of how much time I know I can gain into turn 1. And I have nowhere to go right here. Going through the middle. Oh, hold the bottom. Good stuff. Good stuff. I made a pass on the outside. Or maybe through the middle, which is probably even more impressive. You decide. But we were up to 23rd. We can get 22nd right here. Maybe off the corner. Yep, go, get it. Now I'm working it. Taking our Mickey D's Yoder to the front, slowly. Hopefully, during pit stops, we can make it all work out just fine. I am not going to repair damage during our pit stop. We don't have damage. I mean, I'll slid against the wall, which that probably wouldn't work because we don't have composite bodies, but I think we should be able to just slide up against the wall, maybe rub a few cars here and there. Now, if I bash the fuck out of the car and destroy the front end and rear end and all that, then yeah, I'd probably say let's repair some minimal damage. I probably deserve it. Oh! Hi, Eric Jones! Thank you for replacing me. You're doing a great job. Look at you running right in the middle of the pack. That's where I was running before I got this ride. This game looks great. What I don't understand is why it has so many draw distance problems. That's like the one thing this game is supposed to be great at, is looking good and sounding good. Sound-wise, it's awesome. You could do without all this weird camera shaky shit, but watch as we go down the back straight and look at the shadows of the fence on the ground. Like they're doing this weird loading up crap. This is a fucking PS4. Okay, why are we having draw distance problems? I didn't have that problem on PlayStation 2 NASCAR games that looked great. Or Gran Turismo games on the PlayStation 2. So why should I have that here on a PlayStation 4 game that's only supposed to look good, not do any good on anything else? And yes, I am trying to pass Matt Benedetto, but I fucking can't because we've run out of grip at this point in the race. And we've still got like another 40 laps until I would consider pitting. Just with what the AI do. I would just pit right around lap 50 or something, because that'd be smart. But the AI aren't smart, so I'm going to go ahead and dumb myself down, which is sad, but this godforsaken game where they won't even try to have the AI use some kind of logic or be good at racing, or, there's a wreck and they don't even try avoiding it. They just either drive into it or just disappear into nothingness. But to 17th place, look at Chase Briscoe actually running better than he did in reality. You want to fucking go? Do you want to fucking go? I mean, I'm not even trying to wreck him anymore. My controller continued vibrating after I was done touching it. Logic. Oh my god, my tires are so worn that I can't even beat them off turn 2 anymore. I had a pretty big gap on them. And then I lost all of that right there off this corner last lap. I gotta pass Chase Briscoe again. God forbid I compliment you on how you're performing in this game versus reality. Can we finish the turn? I actually underdrove turn 4 for once. It's just, I expect it to just get stuck in the wall every damn time, so I drive really slow off that corner. He's gonna go to my outside, then we're gonna get the run off. They naturally run so much higher that they probably have to do that. I mean, I hit, yeah. A while ago, I was just trying to rattle Chase Briscoe's cage, because he was being a hack, just like in reality. And then, I was like, wait a second, I don't want to bring out a caution. That'll fuck up the pit strategy that's already lacking with the AI. And then we just kind of got stuck in that position. But getting this run off. Turn 2. And we take 16th place from Ross Chastain. I am trying to stay to the inside. He is trying to wreck me. Not letting that happen. I'll say the past 30 laps have been very monotonous. But I've been adjusting to the tire wear. We're like almost 4 seconds off the pace of the lap times we started with. We went from like 24-second lap times to about 28. Now we have all this lap traffic that has also slowed down the leaders. The shitter's all clogged up right now. The back of the field, the front of the field is just a big old oof. But we're almost there. We're almost to lap 70. I was going to say, how about we put on lap 69? But there's a police officer going wee whoa right now. You stop that. You don't need to put that on right now. There's no excuse for what I just said. Do your job. Do your job. Thank you for your service. I thought I might get a position out of all this lap traffic, but no, now I'm just stuck in it. I see Denny Hamlin up there. Chris Buescher, he's also stuck in it. Ugh! I'm actually having a hard time holding back Josh Bilicki, the guy in last place. That is just how bad this is. Trying to get around 39th again. But yeah, we'll pit on 69. The earlier the fresh tires, the better. As long as we take it to the end of the race. And be working our way back around them. I know they're all going to pit because they pit whenever I ran my practice of this Dover race. And there was a caution early on in all of that. I don't remember what the caution was for. I remember the big caution loop at the end of those. I don't remember what the first one was for. But they still pit even though there was a caution to skip some laps at the beginning. Don't try passing me back. You're a lap car. You're not a factor. You're stupid. Stupid David Reagan. I didn't even realize he was still racing. How do I forget this shit? I've been saying this for like 3 years straight. David Reagan's still racing? Okay, so let's head into the pits. I guess we'll dive off the track right about here. I'm having a hard time getting off the track. I don't really have like a pit road speed to obey or anything, but we'll still go in like 45. Turn in. Get in there. No, don't wreck it. Don't. You almost chopped off my fuel man's foot. God damn. So nice to see this McDonald's car during the pit stop and everything. Kind of conflicted between whether I want the thumbnail to be me and Chase Briscoe getting into it or just that overhead shot. That was pretty sick too. It's all sick. Beautiful game. Beautiful pile of shit. You know, all these guys, oh shit, I'm going to come on the track and all these guys are going to be in the way. At least kind of. I mean, they're going to pass right here. And just going to have to stay down here. Kind of get up to speed without spinning the damn thing and burning the rubbers. Okay, so we just kind of jumped in the middle of them. See, they have tire wear. Not nearly as much as they did whenever the game first came out, which was pretty rough. It was a bit exaggerated. Well, I was kind of critical of the fact they don't have tire wear. But it kind of varies from track to track. It's just some places they're not affected by it because they're programmed to run certain speeds. And if you go to like these 550 tracks, it's like their tire wear can't even affect them like it would you, where you have to start getting off the gas at 550 tracks. I think Dover was 750? I don't know. I remember Darlington was, and I thought Homestead was, but it's not. Oh my God. I'm trying to go on the outside, okay? Now I'm trying to go on the inside. Y'all just gotta move like a big, giant, thick-ass snake up and down the track. Y'all driving so slow. Y'all ain't pitting. Can't believe y'all have to pit like way after the halfway point in the race. That's not very smart. It's just a one pit stop race. No, they're still out here and they're driving slow as shit while I got these fresh tires. It would be a completely different kind of frustration if I was trying to work my way through that pack. And there they go, all diving into the pits. Except for Joey Logano. Joey Logano has big brain ideas. Damn. Maybe I should have been like 75. Because like that 10-lap stint right there is probably all that it took for me to take the lead with this speed right now early on. You know, they get some fresh tires and they'll be a little bit faster than me. If at all, but it's like there's not much time left in the race for them to gain it all back. We'll just have to see in like these final 20 laps. Some of these leaders come off their road and they can gain back on me. And we're the race leader. I don't know who's second, but we just passed them. So they could catch us in these final 16, 15 laps. And here comes William Byron. He's third. So the guy in second is Keselowski. And he's got some speed on fresh tires. A little bit. But I don't know if he's got enough time to work his way all the way back around the track. Okay, then. I mean, we pit 10 laps earlier, but goddamn, they all want to just run us over. Jeez. That's no help whenever someone knocks me out of the groove and ruins my lap. But the same thing can happen to someone like Keselowski, right? And he can get stuck in lap traffic, and it can become like very difficult for him to track us down. Man, I am just not doing it right now. This was actually the same race. What? No. Fingers slipped, did things, and suddenly I was looking at the PS menu. I was gonna say, I think this was the same race where the 1, 2, 3, 4 Hendrick thing happened. No, and we're wrecking Kyle Busch because he tried to pass on the outside and I ran out of grip. No, we're not pitting. Are we about to do a freaking loop of what happened whenever I was practicing for this race? Oh, we're going to lose the race because of that. Because Keselowski was on the lead lap. He's got fresher tires. Maybe I should have pit. I mean, they don't have lost positions otherwise, so I'm probably better off just trying to block for the lead with these final closing laps. But no, it's not on the stupid loop like it was the time before. Yep, there they go. There goes our race. I try throwing it into turn 1. Go in. Nope. Not working. Yeah, it's a lost cause. We're actually only falling to second. So, I mean, yeah, we had William Byron just get back to the lead lap, and then I figured Logano did, but he's passing me and not getting a position for it. There goes William Byron. We should be in third now. He just passed us. What is wrong with this game? Dang it. Somehow Truex got a bunch of damage. Did he collide with Kyle Busch a while ago? I don't freaking know. Well, that's it. Denny Hamlin's 11th, 10th. It's like we got all these guys trapped a lap down just because we pit 10 laps earlier. They're just that much slower. Somehow the tire wear is still like really bad. Keselowski. Did he just get himself locked into the playoffs? I don't think he'd had a win previously. Now, I think I wouldn't have wrecked Kyle Busch if I hadn't blacked out after I somehow pressed the PS button on the controller. My hands got all sweaty. Knees are weak. Mom's spaghetti. That was a big old freaking spaghetti ending. Man, we could have won in the McDonald's car. And honestly, I would have known we had been racing it if it showed up in the background. But it did not. And there's some other alternate paint scheme that we're supposed to use at COTA, but I ain't got no DLC because I can't even pick the paint scheme. But yeah, that was Brad Keselowski's first win of the season. We have a tie in the playoff standings for 7th, and that would be in the regular standing as well. Where are we in points? It was 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and then Truex would be in 5th. I guess we're 4th in the regular standings and 4th in the playoff standings. But I'll see you guys next weekend for the Texas Grand Prix at Circuit of the Americas. Is this our first road course race of the season? No, the Daytona road course. And that actually went really well. So I'm excited for this. I went to this race, and I never even mentioned I'm wearing my MDK shirt in this video. Subscribe to Jet MDK. Great channel, great content about racing and NASCAR. Whatever. See you next time. That's that, and episode over.